Coming up on Studio 10, the not-so-crap family meals. Self-confessed crap housewife, Jess Rowe, shares her kitchen hacks for the everyday cook. Plus, Ange is one-on-one with the ageless Paul Rudd, ahead of the release of one of the biggest films of the year. And she's ready to blow your mind. See what this show-stopping foot juggler can twirl with her tootsies.
Traditional lands of the Gadigal people. Make the most of your morning with Studio 10.
Hello there and top of the morning to you. Welcome to Studio 10. It is Friday the 3rd of February and it's my favourite day of the week because our studio audience are back. How much better has Friday gotten now since we got our audience back?
Fun again.
The week ends with a bang, and that's the way we love it.
Oh, I tell you, it really is. We've got a great show ahead for you today. Jess Rowe's coming back in as well. We're a big fan of Jess Rowe, aren't we?
And I've never tried to juggle with my feet. Have you?
I didn't even know it was a thing.
No.
I have enough trouble juggling with my hands. Juggling being a single mum.
Yeah, we're going to see some foot juggling today. Don't know what it's all about, but I cannot wait for it. It's going to be great. Plenty of news going on as well, isn't it, Angie?
Yes, there's some issues in the health system. Surprise, surprise.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So we're going to be looking at that, in particular, the future of bulk billing GPs. Who can find one, by the way, lately? Rental vacancies are at a record low across Australia, so we're going to be looking at that in every state, which means if you have had trouble finding a rental, then you're not the only one. And also, there's an 82-year-old Australian who is accused of attempting to smuggle $3.2 million worth of cocaine.
Wow.
82-year-old
Wow.
woman. Yeah. So we'll tell you where that is.
Age is no barrier.
You got to keep your eye on
Age
those
is no
people,
barrier.
right? Keep your eye on those oldies.
Now, you two had a big night last night.
Yes,
Yeah.
because
Not together.
No, well, us and
what's going on
well,
there?
we'll keep it nice.
That was last
Us and about 2,000 of our closest friends.
Correct.
Would that be right to say? Because there was a big fan event at which Paul Rudd, yes, Ant-Man himself, was the special guest. A special preview of a little bit of vision from Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, which is one of the biggest films set to premiere this year. So I caught up with Paul on the red carpet. So I'll bring you all of that action.
Excellent.
One of the best-selling books of last year, Leanne Moriarty's fabulous Apples Never Fall, is coming to TV, and I will reveal who has been cast in the lead role. And why must we say bye to Delilah? I'll explain in the biz.
Yeah, that's a big one. Can't wait for that one. Yeah, super. Now, our Judy, he's back from his trip in Melbourne. We've missed him, and he's got straight into the action here with our studio audience this morning. Hey, Jude!
That is absolutely right, Tristan. It's great to be back here. We've got some of our regulars, Patricia, Michael. We've got some new timers here, some new guests.
Hey.
And this is an old friend of mine. We go way back. Mel, how do you know me?
You used to teach drama to my daughters.
And what did you guys call me?
Mr. D.
Mr. D.
He's still Mr. D.
He's just bringing the drama these days.
He hasn't changed a bit.
Well, we've had some great times. And how are your daughters?
They're doing very well, thank you, and they miss you.
See, I'm loved by everyone. Now, we've got an audience member in here that has a question for you, Queen of Entertainment, Angela Bishop.
Oh.
Lily, hello, how are you?
Well, thank you. How are you?
I'm great. And it's your first time here in the audience.
Yes.
And are you enjoying your time so far?
I am. I'm loving it. So excited to be here, feeling very special.
All right, so what's your question for Ange?
My question is, what has been your most memorable celebrity interview?
Oh, that's a doozy. Look, without question, I'd have to say it was the time I got to very briefly interview Princess Diana when she was here in Australia in 1996. which was basically only about 8 months or so before she passed away.
Oh, wow.
And she was at the Ride Rehabilitation Centre, and she'd gone to visit there because the son of her equerry had been in a rugby scrum accident and had become a paraplegic, and she wanted to make sure that the centre had a lot of attention and got some donations. And I asked her about those reasons why she'd gone, and she had a very emotional answer. She felt very passionate about helping out all the great people at that centre, which is still thriving today and doing a lot of good work today. So I would have to say that would be, without a doubt, the most memorable, because, as usual, she was doing something wonderful for other people.
Yeah, that's great. That's a lovely...
I thought you were going to go with Paul Rudd.
Well, that would have been current.
Second is Paul Rudd.
That would have been current.
All right, so Studio 10 audience, have you had your breakfast yet? Would you like a bacon and egg roll, some hash browns, yeah? Well, you know what? I'm going to do something a little bit better, because underneath your seat, you've got this sweet, delicious, fluffy, flavoursome Dr. Doe donuts. Have a look, take a look, yeah! Thank you so much. That's all thanks to Dr. Doe Donuts. And you know what? I'm going to throw in a $7,500 voucher. Yes. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding. A lot's happening here. I'm so excited. Over to you guys.
Donuts for breakfast. And it doesn't get any better than
Breakfast
that.
of champions, I say.
Yeah.
Hey, next up, the Aussie playwright who went all the way to the West End, but she could just as easily have been the heiress of the big potato. You'll love Melanie Tate's story. That's next on Studio 10.